So yeah, Ionut, best month so far. How much did you make?
Last month I made 10K and this month until now 9K and a half euros.
Not bad, man. Congrats, man. Congrats.
I remember I used to work from the basement of my parents' home because I returned after the e-com business, which didn't go so well. I reached the sales module. I closed 4 clients in 2 days. It was 100% close rate.
Are you using ads? Are you using big social media brands? How exactly are clients coming to you?
Just organic. I found a few groups with entrepreneurs, offered them a lot of value. I didn't even have to do a lot of cold outreach because the relationship is so natural. Like they know me from the group and they just start a conversation with me.
All right, welcome back, and I got a really cool client interview here with you today. This is Ionut, and he just made $10,000 in a single month in B2B marketing consulting niche. And the coolest thing is he does that in a country that is called Romania. So it's not a rich country, it's not a big country, yet he's able to make 10K a month, absolutely crushing it. So if you get inspired by that, if you want to know more how that works, let's go check out this interview.
So you're probably already over 10K euros already this month.
Yeah. And the main idea is that this month I'm focused more on the team so I can start the year next year even better than this one.
Nice. Love it, man. Love it. So, what exactly is it that you're doing?
Marketing consultancy. I work with businesses and I help them scale their business. I find the bottlenecks that they have and I help them scale.
And you're doing that regionally, nationally in Romania or internationally?
Yeah, just in Romania. Yeah.
Nice, man. People always think that, hey, Romania, like you must be like, you can't sell high ticket. You can't make a lot of money in a country like that. But you're proof, one of our proof. We got many clients in Romania actually crushing it, that it does work. So happy for you, man.
Yeah, there's the reason why I joined the program, because I saw another client that you had and I was like, yeah, I always find excuses for myself, but look at this guy, he's making so much money. And I started to think that it's just one of my problems, because the main thing that I learned from you was the mindset part. Even if sometimes you don't think you can do it, in the end you can. It's just the fact that you block yourself for growing even more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a super good point. It's like you put your own limitations on you. A lot of people out there saying, oh, I can't do it. I can't. Well, you definitely can't do it with that mindset of you not being able to do it, And like that's where it starts already. If you say already, oh, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work in my country, it doesn't work for blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it won't work.
Yeah.
He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
Yeah.
As the saying goes. How did you get this skill of marketing? Did you learn that in school somewhere? Or?
I was really passionate about psychology since I was in high school. I learned I wanted to build a sport community. After that, I tried to build an e-com brand. It didn't go the way I thought it will. Even if I had a really nice network and connection, I knew a lot of people from that area, but I wasn't able to do it. And then I started to have my own client because of my project, my e-com brand. Even if I lost a lot of money and I didn't manage to have good results, businessman from Romania heard about me and she wanted to work with me, a businesswoman. The problem was that I told her that I don't have so much experience, but because she saw that I had the courage to start a project by myself, she wanted to work with me. And this is how I had the first client. But the main problem was that because I didn't know how to position myself, I tried to offer her everything. Like she wanted this, that, and the other thing. I offered her everything and I ended up being like an employee.
Yeah, too much.
Even if I was another company. And I used to work really late, like even until 4-5 a.m. in the morning. I was really tired. I remember I was in the basement. I used to work from the basement of my parents' home because I returned after the e-com business, which didn't go so well. I went to my hometown and I used to work from the basement. And I remember my mother, she used to send me messages at 3 a.m. in the morning. Ionut, you have to sleep. That's not healthy, And after that, after a few months, I joined FBM. And it was, in the beginning, I felt it was a big change for me. And it was a hard decision at that point. I remember I think it was Simon from your team at that point. He closed me and I felt like, oh, what the fuck did I do? Yeah. I promised myself that I will do everything that you tell me at that point, because in the end, if it doesn't work, I know that it wasn't my fault. And after 10 weeks, I reached the sales module, and I managed to sell, like, I closed 4 clients in 2 days.
Damn.
It was 100% close rate. Even if I increased my prices, and then I realized how much I blocked myself from growing.
Damn, man, that's profound.
Yeah.
You, man, from the mom's basement up to sales module, closing these people, and now you're making 10K a month back to back. Do the math for you, man. And from your side, you're someone who asks questions, gets the questions answered, and then you go and do the things that you need to do. It's very awesome to see. Success can be very simple if you make it simple.
Yeah.
Just like you said, like you everything that you're being told by the people who have done it before you, so it's clear. And you go execute, and it might hurt your ego a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you get a harsh feedback, but ultimately the feedback brings you somewhere, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you do on a daily basis? How does work with your clients look like?
Usually I have the meetings with them. I speak with them. I have a structure for all of them, basically. But besides that, all of them have, like, let's say, custom problems that we have to solve together.
Yeah.
And during the week, if they have any other challenges, I help them. I just message them, or sometimes if it's needed, like it's really urgent, I even have a call with them, and there's no problem. Besides that, during the last period, since I joined the one-on-one mentorship with you, I was pretty busy. But before that, because I really want to scale to the next level. But before that, it was pretty nice because I learned this from you, and I managed to enjoy life while working. Since I joined the FBM, I managed to learn to play the piano, traveled a lot, and things like that. Yeah.
Epic. That's epic, dude. I'm happy for you, man. How are you getting your clients? I mean, I know how you're getting your clients because we're working closely together, but let's talk about that. Are you using ads? Are you using big social media brands? How exactly are clients coming to you?
Just organic. What worked for me really, really well was posting valuable posts in groups here in Romania. I found a few groups with entrepreneurs, and I usually connect with them, offer them a lot of value. I didn't even have to do a lot of cold outreach because the relationship is so natural. Like, they know me from the group, and they just start a conversation with me, and this and recommendation. And in the last period of time, I also started to post a lot on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, just because I want to create a brand. But the most volume of clients that I had was from Facebook posts, Facebook groups, this kind of thing.
That's exactly how it goes. Client magnet post, boom, getting a conversation, making it easy. Yeah, and you're crushing it. In regards to FBM, we kind of talked about where you were before, failed with e-com. You're living in your mom's basement, literally, now making 10K a month, and then making 10K a month again, and just crushing it with your clients. What was your biggest lesson of the FBM program, if there is any?
The fact that we have the tendency to complicate things way more than we should do them. Because even before I joined the program, I tried running ads. I had a funnel with a lot of complicated stuff. And I spent so much time setting those things up. I spent a lot of money on ads. And what really worked for me was just connecting with people. And that was one thing. And the second thing that helped me to sell a lot better was just the mindset shift that we don't take people money just because we want to make money. We want to help them. And that really, really helped me to sell. Because before that, I always felt guilty about charging my clients. I didn't know what the right price is. And I realized that everything that I'm doing it's worth way more than I thought before. And I have so many lessons. Another lesson is that you don't have to sell quantity, you have to sell transformation.
These are powerful lessons, man, and I love that you're living it, and I love that you're crushing it. Any any plans on what to do with that money? I mean, 10K is a lot anyways, but especially in a place like Romania, do you have any plans? What are you eating, steak, or what are you doing with the money?
What I plan to do, especially in the next year, is to reinvest everything and grow even more. I started to build a team. It's a little bit hard in the beginning because you have to shift from what you are doing to management, leadership, and things like that. But I want to build a team because maybe in the beginning, maybe it's easier for me to stay at 10K and just enjoy the money and enjoy life and things like that. But I realized how many lives can I impact if I build this business to the highest potential. Because I see even right now there are a lot of people that are contacting me. They want to work with me, but I don't have the capacity to accept even more clients. And I realize how much impact could I have if I would have a team. And this is the main thing that I'm doing right now.
Love it. It's cool that you say that, you know, because you can absolutely make 10K a month completely by yourself, 20K. I mean, we even have clients that are making over 30K a month completely by themselves.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's totally fine. It depends on what your priority is. But your priority is to keep building this. You know, that's why you're starting to get a team. That's also why you joined the one-on-one program with me personally, where we help you with the scaling, the team management, and so on and so forth. You're like, okay, no, I want this to be bigger, you know, and you know, with a team, while you can make your 20, 30K alone, which is fine, with a team, you can make 100K, 200K, 300K. And that's also cool. It depends on what people want, you know, both is fine. There's no right or wrong, but it's cool that you want to do that, because that's obviously what I wanted to do. You know, if I had just been myself making my 10, 20K by myself, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't shoot this video now.
Yeah.
So it both has advantages and disadvantages. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, anything else you want to mention? Anything else you want to talk about?
I want to say that I remember that it was so hard for me to take decision before joining the program. I mean, every single decision, I was always trying to find the cheapest way to do everything. And the fact that I joined the program really programmed my brain in a total different way, because it's not just about how much money you pay for something. It's also about how fast you have that transformation. And I realized that if I wouldn't have joined the program, maybe I wouldn't have been at this level right now, because we are always lying ourselves that I'm gonna do this myself, I know everything. Even the information, like from a technical point of view, marketing point of view, maybe I had the information, but what you offer me, it was the transformation, the fact that you've been there. I had that accountability, and you are like a role model, and this changed a lot of things, because it's not just the information, it's the transformation. And even in the last call that we had before the Christmas, I don't know who started to tell you about the fact that he's grateful, but I felt like I had tears in my eyes, because I felt the same. Like, I was so grateful. I realized how many things can change when you are going full mode. Yeah. And I remember the manifesto that we had, the exercise from FBM. I used to read it every single day, and I really felt it like in my entire body. And it was a really interesting period. Yeah.
And that's beautiful, dude. And you know, it's wonderful to see that because building a business is hard, you know, like it takes a lot from you. You need to rewire your brain. You need to rewire your mindset, like you said, and yet you're there and you're grateful about that. Yeah, sure, you're grateful about the end results, but what I hear is that you're also grateful for the struggle that made you the person that you are right now. And that person now making 10K a month, which is really fucking good. I mean, that's $120,000 a year. That's a really, really good salary, you know, and you're doing this on your own terms, with your own business, working from wherever you want, whenever you want. And dude, I'll tell you one more thing, Ionut, is like, we'll look back to this video. Once you're cracking 30K, once you're cracking 50K, there is no limit. If you keep pushing and if you keep taking the feedback from us as you are right now, like, we'll be looking back at this video right now, like, look how hyped you were about 10K. Now you're making triple that, 5 times that, and so on and so forth. So that's really amazing. I'm really humbled by being allowed to be part of your journey. And that's really, really freaking cool. So yeah, man, let's keep pushing, let's keep grinding, and let's make good things happen.
Thank you, Max. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
GG.
GG.
And we're back, and if you say, hey, this sounds great, how can Max's team help me with this? Maybe I want to make 10K a month or even more. Then go ahead and book a free consultation call with us. There's a link down in the description right below, and you click that link, you fill out the application, takes you 30 seconds, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. We're gonna hop on a call, we're gonna tell you the steps that you need to be doing in an exact customized way. And then of course we can also talk about if you wanna join one of our programs, you want our help in that. But even if not, you'll definitely know what you need to be doing. So like I said, link is on the description below, and talk to you soon.